Gamers Podcast. We have a guest with us.
Hey, I'm Lizette.
Today we're talking about Nintendo, specifically.
Yay!
Specifically, the Nintendo NX.
Yay!
What are your thoughts on the NX?
It's cool.
That's all?
I don't know. There's not a lot about it besides the fact that it's possibly a console handheld as well.
They're keeping it really under wraps, like they've been doing with a lot of their new stuff lately, which makes me nervous about it, to be honest.
Everything Nintendo does makes me nervous.
I think they're just trying to keep it under wraps because they really don't want anyone to know about
unique.
it. I feel like they really just want to be like, we did something cool again for once.
The problem with that is they're not having the build up to get people excited about it like they have all of the previous consoles.
Everyone's so skeptical about it.
Everyone's skeptical because the Wii U didn't hit it off very well on its release.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They had no good games.
And they still really don't have
They only
that
have
many.
Smash and the Wind Waker remake.
Yeah.
Wind Waker really drove the sales before Smash came out.
Yeah, the problem with it is, I think, I don't remember where I read it, but there are some game developers who refuse to touch it for whatever reason.
It's because
it doesn't have the capabilities that it should at this point in time.
it's behind the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, the Wii U is.
Which they could fix easily.
See, the Nintendo NX, it better be at least on par with PS4 and Xbox One. Or else people are just going to ignore it.
It's going to crash and burn.
I think they're focusing on the selling point of it being a console and a handheld.
But that scares most people.
I know.
I think they need to get away from that because that was one of the ideas for the Wii U with the gamepad.
That didn't work out too well.
Literally, the only thing I use that for is a TV on Smash.
And I mean, it's nice if you're at a house like mine where we have the one TV and my parents want to watch TV, but either me or my sister want to play a game, so it's like you can play it on the gamepad, but it's still, I would rather use the regular Wii.
Yeah, and most people now have 2 to 3 TVs in their house.
Yeah, so it's not as much of an issue.
And then the controller.
I like it. It's unique and interesting.
The fact
Unique hasn't been working for them lately.
Yeah. I don't feel comfortable with this. This makes me very nervous.
I think it's the way this design looks.
But
it doesn't put detail into it, and the fact that
it's just,
I don't know, an entire touchscreen remote with just the bumpers. I do not like that at all.
I hope this is an optional thing. And in the previous picture, when they had that hybrid gamepad thing, I hope that is an actual thing.
That
would be better.
I like them both.
The touchscreen remotes tend to not be as precise as when you actually have buttons, and that's what I do not like at all.
I don't know if any of you have this problem, but if you ever gamed on your phone and you play for an extended period of time, using touchscreen, it starts to hurt your thumbs after a while, and then you tend to skid across it.
Yep.
And then eventually, it's not going to be precise.
Yeah.
So you're going to get, maybe an hour, and then you have to put it down, and, if your hands get all sweaty from playing, I don't know, Legend of Zelda, you're going to be
Zelda on a little screen,
you're going to be putting the controller down every once in a while and wiping your hands off just because the touchscreen might not register.
We do that when we play Smash anyhow.
Yeah.
We set it down, wipe our hands off.
But...
Yeah, I don't know. This could go either way, but I have a feeling that people...
It's Nintendo's main thing. With anything, it can go either way. They either go up or they go down.
It's been going down so much lately that I think people are not going to want to risk it, which upsets me because I like some of their stuff.
Hardcore Nintendo fans will risk it.
We'll buy it.
But people who are on the outskirts of Nintendo, like us... We'll be a little we'll wait a couple of years until the price drops.
Wait until the game comes out.
Or try to win it in a giveaway, how I won my Wii. I didn't pay for it. I won it from Old Navy. That made me so happy because I would have been really mad if I had paid for it and then had no games for it.
Yeah, because there's just... Nintendo's new console needs to release with...
It needs to release with the new Legend of Zelda.
Or Smash.
Yes, we need to talk
or
about
Smash. That's on the list. It's on the list.
Yes.
This controller scares me because I feel because with the Wii U, Nintendo has been dipping their toes in the third-party developing games water because they had Assassin's Creed 3.
They're really
Black
focused
Flag,
on Smash right now.
and they had Zombie U.
All their added-on characters.
In the beginning of its
Can I just
lifespan.
for a second talk about the unlockable characters in Smash? I'm disappointed with the number that they had. It's not that big. Like the other day, Gabrielle and Delaney were playing it. They unlocked everything. We have no characters left to unlock on Smash Days anymore unless I buy stuff. And I don't like I don't like how you have to buy the downloadable characters. You can't pick the amount that you want to put on your Nintendo account.
Yeah.
It's predetermined amounts.
I hate that with DLCs in general.
Yeah, so it's like I always have a couple dollars left on my account and I can't transfer it between the Wii and the DS to do the controller thing like we were trying to do. I finally figured out what happened. It was because it wasn't...
Why Nintendo chose to do that? Like 99 cents? Really, you're gonna like bleed us 99 cents
because
just
they
to
know
use the
the
Wii?
hardcore Smash fans will do it. I guarantee you, everyone we know who plays Smash would spend that 99 cents.
You can also just buy the game because if you have the game, then you
Exactly.
have to buy it.
I know. I would rather.
I feel like if your 3DS has played that game enough and you forget the game,
Even then,
you should just be able to connect.
It is stupid to have the extra controller to buy for.
Because it's like you've already paid however much you spent on your DS. It's like, why do I have to spend another $1
to make it into a controller?
That's what I'm scared for this hybrid if they start doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I'm hoping with the whole hybrid portable thing, they make it to where with the 3DSs, you can connect your 3DS to it, and then you can transfer the game to the 3DS and stream it throughout your house and stuff.
That would be interesting. I still don't like certain games. I would not want to play on a small screen like that, like Zelda. Yeah. I want on a big screen.
Your thumbs are going to be taking up the screen space too.
Yeah, that too.
And if your hands are covering up both corners, and as you see, like there's a tree where that one guy's thumb is on his.
You're blocking.
You're blocking part of the game.
Yeah. And they put so much detail into the games that you really want to be able to appreciate.
And on the little screen, you're just like,
Yeah.
And then, like, what if your health bar's over there or something? You have to lift up your thumb and to look at it.
So it's going to require really good game design on everyone's
I feel like that's
going to drive some game developers away too, probably.
Yeah, because if you've noticed, Nintendo has been trying to get more third-party developers, but it's just so hard to develop for them, and they're so far behind. Like the Wii U, game developers were doing games for the Xbox One and the PS4, and those are superior consoles.
Well, let's see. I remember too, just on the regular Wii, when Tomb Raider Underworld came out, and they had it on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the Wii. I got the Wii version because I figured, I'm like, that'll be really neat, and I was so upset with it afterwards because they cut so much of the game out.
Same thing with Force Unleashed. They did that.
Oh my goodness, he didn't even have his lightsabers backwards.
The lightsaber wasn't backwards. He held it like a normal lightsaber, and that was his whole selling point of being is he wielded it backwards. Yeah. Especially in the second one when he had two.
I don't even know the second one. When I just saw the first one, I was like,
the second one
this?
didn't make it to the Wii.
I wonder why. Also, the second one had you could chop off limbs of the stormtroopers. Maybe Nintendo was like, no, that can't happen.
But we can go crush turtles in Mario.
Yeah,
and kick their dead bodies around.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to move on from this.
Amiibos, everyone's favorite topic.
Literally the only thing keeping
Nintendo
alive in a strong way. This is probably their best business idea they've ever had.
I agree with from a business standpoint.
From a business standpoint, it is perfect. From a consumer standpoint, I hate it.
Yes.
I hate it.
Because I want them because I like them. I don't even own a Nintendo console, but I want them.
People don't buy. I don't think anyone buys them for games anymore. They buy it to collect it.
Yeah.
It's a collectible now.
Like you said, that's a really smart move on Nintendo's part.
It's a brilliant move.
It drives me insane though because there are some games where they are required to play them, and it's
you got that Amiibo Villager thing.
Oh,
that is
the Animal Crossing one. They put out a new Animal Crossing game on the Wii. The stupidest thing I've ever played because you do absolutely nothing in it. You just use the Amiibo and it's like rolling a dice, and then the game does everything else for you, and I'm like, it's
boring.
It's so boring.
I told your sister not to get it. I was like, don't get it, get Smash.
It was, my mom saw it, and she saw it was Animal Crossing, and she's like, oh, this is Animal Crossing, and it's different. She's like, this will be a lot of fun, and we get home, and we put it in, and we're like,
return.
My sister and I just looked at it, and we're like, we're going to play Hyrule Warriors now. So we're like,
That's another topic, Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. No, the only amiibos that I really want, that I would consider getting, are the Zelda characters because of Hyrule Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be incorporated, and because of Smash. I like the idea for the Smash ones because it trains the character.
You, but it also trains them to where they literally become unbeatable for you.
Yeah.
See, with this whole thing coming from me, who has never really been that big into Nintendo, I've always been into Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that. To me, them saying, hey, you can buy our game, and you can buy these, I don't know, $5 amiibos. I don't know how much they are.
I think they're more than
$5.
That's even less enticing for me. They're like, you can buy our amiibos, and then you can buy our game, and then you can buy in-app purchases.
It's like the Skylanders and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think Skylanders.
They're money pits.
They're some of the ones I think that started this.
Skylanders started it, but I think Nintendo was hinting towards it in the earlier Smash games, because all the characters looked like their amiibo statues. If you think about it, they all stood on a disc and had a pose.
They have so many amiibos of everything.
There's the special edition ones,
the gold
the
ones,
messed up ones.
They have an 8-bit Mario, a gold Mario, a new Mario. It's like, what? You want me to buy 3 different of the same character?
It's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming.
And they sell out so fast.
Yes.
I feel like for someone like me who has never been into Nintendo, I feel like this is a bad time to get into Nintendo.
Yeah, because it's like you have to be
dedicated.
It's a bad time to get Nintendo, but a good time to also get out of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which is sad because
which sucks, because Nintendo is a childhood thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
See, my childhood was always Halo. I never got into this.
Yeah, but we grew up on Ocarina of
Time and Majora's Mask.
Yeah. While you guys were playing that, I was obsessed with Kingdom Hearts.
I know. I came a little bit late to that party. So
I never really got into this.
I did. But yeah, it's like watching Nintendo kind of slowly drop off.
Dying in the video game franchise.
Yeah. And they're trying so hard not to, and it's painful
They're trying too hard.
This NX is their last chance, I feel like. If they flop on the NX, most Nintendo fans are just like, you know what, I'm done now.
I think they need to just stop for a couple of years and put as much as they can into a console on par or above the next gens.
Because I think they were leading the gaming industry for a while there, and then it kind of fell off, and now it's like they can't get back up to like
they fell off of children's heart because now every kid plays Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of took over everything.
That's another thing I want to say, is that a lot of the people who played Nintendo religiously, we're all grown up now.
They were all the 90s kids.
Yeah. We're all grown up now.
They were the 90s kids.
They're targeting
I like how you're saying they as I sit here next to you.
We're technically 90s kids too.
Yeah, but you're the end of the 90s.
We're the end of the 90s, the good part.
But still, like,
I'm gonna get you for that.
A lot of the kids now, like who Nintendo is targeting, they're like, we're gonna stick with kids. They're all playing Call of Duty. They're all on Xbox and PlayStation now.
There's that, and then it's like that Animal Crossing game, which is geared more towards like 4 and 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
So it's like they're going too young because
it's sad, but Nintendo needs to grow up a little bit. Just a little bit, just to appeal us. They need their only fan base. And I'm not even part of that fan base because I don't even really own anything.
And just considering the fact that if they went back towards what they had been doing 10 years ago or 20 years ago, that hurts so much to say, they would pull back the fan base they had at that time. And because those ones who played all those different games are going to be like, oh.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. And that could be their selling point because there are ones.
That's the one thing that they did do. They tried to grow up too fast.
And in the wrong way.
And in the wrong way.
They just.
They tried too hard too fast because I think they just saw the sudden drop of kids and such when Xbox and PlayStation started getting big.
Yeah, and then it was like a panic.
They need to market it towards us because the people they're marketing it towards, they are playing Call of Duty and we are willing to buy it and we're the ones with the money. Their parents that they're marketing it towards, their parents aren't going to buy it because they're like, what is this? I don't want this.
Yeah.
I want my Call of Duty. So they need to market it a little bit more towards us. Like, we want simplicity.
And this brings up another thing. We won't go into this conversation because I don't know how much you two know about it, but the whole Pokemon Go thing.
I've heard about it.
That's a very long topic I could get into, but
that's another podcast.
We could save that for later.
I've heard someone...
Nintendo, I think this could also make or break Nintendo as well, the way they're doing it.
I feel like they need to stop trying so many new things and go to a little bit more simplistic. Like, stop giving us so many touchscreens and portables.
This to me, the Pokemon Go thing is a more unique idea than the Amiibos and than the NX.
Yeah, it is.
I've never been into Pokemon, but
I'm a Pokemon fanboy.
From what I've heard of it, it actually sounds interesting, and I would consider getting the Pokemon Go. I would consider getting into.
I signed up for the beta.
Because it sounds so interesting, and that's just what little bit I've heard from someone at work telling me about it because she's been fangirling about it for the past couple months. Whenever something new comes out about it, and she lets me know, and she's got me kind of excited about it because I'm like, that's neat. It's a very neat idea, but like you said, that's another podcast. Okay.
What's next on the list?
This.
I'm excited for it, but I'm also concerned for it.
Because they're not telling us anything. The only thing that I know about this, and you know me, I try and keep on top of games, and I know I'm probably a little bit behind on this, but
there's not a lot to be behind.
There's not a lot. Yeah.
Literally, the most we've seen in this game is 13 seconds.
I've heard that it's going to be physically the biggest Zelda game we've ever had. Yes, which I love that idea.
That is a great direction to take Legend of Zelda because they attempted that with Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword.
Yes, and it didn't quite work out.
Well, Skyward Sword was you can free roam in this blanket sky. Congrats.
Yeah,
the way it's because of the quality and the ability of the consoles they released on. They had to section off the maps.
Yes.
They could probably release a completely free roaming game on an Xbox.
They could. Don't go.
I'm not. It's more stuff.
I like this picture. It brings out his eyes.
From what I'd heard, and this was, good grief, I think this must have been 2 years ago. The Forest Temple for this game is the size of Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time.
I remember hearing that.
They say this.
They say this. I believe it. I actually believe this because after playing Skyward Sword, and they did expand stuff very well. I think I'm one of the few people who absolutely love Skyward Sword.
I like Skyward Sword.
I
enjoyed the story. The gameplay was a little iffy for me, but I'm also not a big Wii fan.
Yeah.
But I'm such a diehard Legend of Zelda fan. I was like, I want to suck it up and enjoy this game.
I know people were not happy with the length of it because it's you thought you were done, and then it's oh wait, you're only halfway through.
But wait, there's more.
I love that because I'm I don't want this to end. I love the graphic style of it. I love the story and
it made me feel like it was the ending of Legend of Zelda. By giving us the beginning, it felt like they were giving me the end. I was like, no.
But I love the graphics for this new one.
Yeah, I like the art style. It looks really good.
This is
toned it up a bit from Skyward Sword.
That just
that one. I hadn't seen this picture before today, so
and he's got a hood.
It looks so nice.
Yeah, they've changed.
I hope that they don't change his costume to make it like that for the entire.
I feel like you should have I think since it's going to be free roaming. there should be some kind of customizable effect, sort of like in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, let's say you had that in Twilight Princess.
Actually, in every Legend of Zelda game, you have 3 different tunics.
Yeah.
But those are just different colors.
Those are just different colors, and in Twilight Princess, you have the stupid magic armor, which no one wants to talk about. We don't want to talk about this.
I could talk about it, but
I don't.
Okay, we can talk about it later.
See,
I love the style for this. What makes me really excited, but at the same time slightly worried, is I think I saw a screenshot which was like concept work for this.
Him sitting on the horse.
But I mean like a long time ago. I mean, it was a long time ago, and the fact that it's just coming out now, like, it's good because they do always put that amount of time into it.
We need a gameplay trailer. 5 minutes.
We need something, and I feel like they really need to give it to us.
They need to give me a slice of pizza instead of the crust.
Yeah. Because I mean, last time I checked
They're showing us a picture of a piece of pizza. This is what you could have. This is what you could have.
Last time that I checked, the release date for this is slated for Christmas of this year.
So they need to give us something.
Yeah, the fact that we have very, very little.
13 seconds and a couple of screenshots.
Yeah, this, I don't like that at all because
it makes me think they're struggling with it.
Yeah, that's my thought too.
I think I know why they're struggling with it or not giving us a lot.
Well, the alternative side to that is they're like keeping it locked down so much because stuff has been leaked about, I think, the past 3 games really early.
Yeah.
Like, we had concept artwork for Skyward Sword before Twilight Princess was released.
I remember that.
And everyone went into Twilight Princess going, who is this weird-looking person standing behind Link? And it's like, oh, wait.
Another game.
There's another game.
What are you doing?
I remember you showing me that.
Yeah, and it's like we were...
I don't understand.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm wondering if that's not part of why they're keeping this lockdown so tight, is they don't want that. But the thing is, that's what gets us all hyped up, because we're like, something's coming. And
it's like this picture right here, this giant monster.
Why they're
really
keeping
fun to
it
fight.
locked down is probably because they don't want to build that much hype. Because the last couple times they've built a lot of hype,
it's kind of
it's just crashed because people have too high of expectations.
That's true.
It's like all of their games are Half-Life 3.
Exactly.
Everything they touch is turning to gold, and now it's dwindling down to silver and bronze.
It was fake gold.
It's fake gold.
Yeah. Hyrule Warriors was an interesting choice for them.
I don't even.
I personally think I like that kind of game.
It was disappointing to me. It was disappointing to me.
And now, see, lack
of characters.
I understand that from your side of things, but from our side of things, who've been playing Legend of Zelda, who have only played as Link.
So literally, all you can do is lock on to the left, to the right, jump backwards, roll forwards. Literally, being able to run around and destroy
Zelda games. I played
Wind
Waker.
You played Wind Waker all the way through. That is the only one you played all the way through.
It's so good,
I still need to beat that one. I know
you haven't beat it.
I haven't.
I finally just beat it.
That's the best one in my opinion. I like that one and Ocarina of Time.
I'll go down the list and tell you what I beat, and it's a sad list. I played.
Sorry for the sirens.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, they're coming to arrest her for not beating Wind Waker. To me, it was the easiest one.
It really was. It was so fun.
Where am I? You know where I stopped? I'm at the point where you have to go either collect the Triforce pieces or do the 2 dungeons, and the reason why I stopped is I can't decide what I want to do first. It's pathetic, and I'm sorry.
It is.
But I do know how it ends because I have played the final battle because Mom got stuck in it, and she had me try and help her with it, and I failed, but I almost did it. So like I know how it ends. And I've seen it played all the way through because I've practically lived at her house while she was playing that. But let me see. I've beaten Skyward Sword. I've beaten Twilight Princess multiple times.
I couldn't get past Twilight Princess because I didn't like the wolf.
He's upset about the wolf.
I didn't like those parts.
I loved
it was
that.
Unique.
It was unique.
Yeah, it wasn't my type of unique.
Something that cracked me up about that game was a couple years before, when I was just in my like daydreaming of what different things they could do about Zelda games. That was a thought that I had, and then they actually I'm serious, and then they actually did it, and that made my day. So that's part of why I love that game so much. I've beaten Ocarina of Time on, let me see, on the GameCube, the re-release of it. I've beaten it on the DS version.
I've beaten it on the DS version, which was easier than the GameCube version.
Yes, the DS versions have been disappointing me a little bit. Like Majora's Mask.
The reason they're making it easier
is they're gearing it towards
kids.
Yeah.
Again, and they need to gear it towards us.
That's why I'm happy for this, because it's a free roaming world. And if you have to fight something like that on a regular basis,
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Or like on a once in a while basis.
Yeah.
This could be the next big Skyrim or Witcher. It could be better than both of those.
They could do that. They couldn't do as much freeness as they could in Skyrim or Witcher.
But I mean, they could.
But they could have more freeness than they've ever had in a Legend of Zelda game.
If they ditch the whole Wii U thing and focus this game for the NX and make the NX as powerful as the current gen, they could do something as big.
The other problem with when they have this slated to release and when they're planning on releasing the NX, from what I've heard, they are supposedly coming out at roughly the same time, but they have had no comments about developing it for the NX.
Oh, they're going to develop the NX.
But right now they're gearing it for the Wii U.
I know.
I don't like that.
So the thought that someone was having was, would they consider doing a double release like they did with Twilight Princess, which concerns me a little bit with that as well. But I think the problem with the double release with Twilight Princess was the Wii U was new, everyone was trying to adjust to it, and then the fact that in order to make it work with using the Wii controller, they had to mirror the entire game and make him right-handed because of the way that the Wii controllers work. But then it's like,
I never realized he was left-handed until I played the Twilight on the GameCube, and then I played it on the Wii.
Yeah.
I never realized until I did that.
Did you know the entire game they just flipped it?
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
I know.
They mirrored it.
They mirrored the entire thing because I have it on the GameCube, and then I would go over to your house and I played on the Wii, and I was playing one of the dungeons that I'm like, I knew it inside and out. I didn't need the guide for it at all, and I had to keep stopping.
I remember that.
I had to keep stopping and looking at it and going, wait, okay.
She was our Nabby. Hey, listen.
I'm like, I have to think about this backwards, and it was hard, but it wasn't too bad. It was an interesting choice, but then when Skyward Sword came out, they left him left-handed. I'm pretty sure.
Skyward Sword,
yeah.
No, he's right-handed. Because I remember, when you go to do the up power,
you're right.
This.
Yeah, he is.
It's because
because of the it's because of the controller again.
Most people are right-handed.
Yeah.
Which I feel like games should just be like, hey, do you want your character to be left or right-handed? I think that'd be cool. And open world games where they use a sword.
Customizable games.
Yeah,
customizable games. It's like, do you want your character to be left or right-handed? Like, which one are you?
It's been done right-handed for so long, most people don't notice.
And the way that their controls are built, it doesn't really matter if you're left or right-handed for the Wii because of just the way that it works.
You just you
just wiggle your wrist like.
Yeah. I mean, Gabrielle's left-handed, but she's fine with it. My mom's left-handed.
My sister's back and forth.
Yeah, it's I mean, my mom doesn't play Zelda, but she's played Wii games with us, and she's fine with it. So it's worked out so that it's intuitive enough that it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed.
Or you're sitting or standing.
I can cheat on so many of the Wii games because of that. That makes me.
Stop.
Okay, this.
No one likes it. I hate it.
I don't understand.
I like the whole dual crossbow thing going on.
I like her character design. I hate the name.
Linkle.
I hate
Linkle.
The name is stupid, and the idea that they had to make a female Link.
They should have made it Link's sister.
Link's sister would have been really good. Also, I'm wondering if, and I think a lot of people are wondering this too, now that they've released this, are they going to do
a standalone game for her?
And I do not like that at all because they had a good female character in Zelda, and they could have actually used her as the main character.
Are you talking about that concept thing?
Yes, that concept thing, which I absolutely love.
I would play the game.
Well, I would play that. I would play it. I would
worship it. You probably worship it.
I would go and get a job at GameStop just so I could sell people that game. That is how much I liked that concept.
Hire me and I'll sell every Legend of Zelda game you got.
It's like the bookstore. Everything I like, I sell.
if they were to do this, I would want it to where they made a new villain. She doesn't have to fight Gandalf. They make a new villain for her. I hate you so much. I do that all the time. Ganondorf.
Ganondorf or Ganon. Just say Ganon, right?
I do that a lot.
Ganon the Cannon.
Does she work for Sauron if she's going after Gandalf?
I do that all the time. I know the difference.
He does, and he says it with a straight face, so no, he's not joking.
I didn't even realize that I said
until she started cackling.
I didn't even realize, why are you laughing? What did I say? God.
Okay.
I know the difference.
She can't stop laughing now.
But I don't want her villain to be Ganon.
No, she would need to. And
what I fear is they're gonna do a gender bend of all the characters on Zelda, and I fear that.
That
female Ganon.
I don't like. They would need a new female villain, and they could do something very interesting. Back to Hyrule Warriors, because that is what she's been introduced for.
I still don't understand how they are doing some kind of story in Hyrule Warriors when we already have a male Link in Hyrule.
This is my thing. I don't understand why they're releasing a second one, and from what I've seen, it looks like it's the same game just with more characters.
That is Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
In a box. It is the same game, the same character with a few things added on and a different map.
That's just how they work.
That upsets me because I'm like, if I would rather they just make more downloadable content, because I'm like, I just bought all of the downloadable stuff for it, so it's like I have practically a whole new game to go.
And then there's a new game.
And now there's a new game, and I'm like, there were a few of the characters I'm interested in. I'm interested in her fighting style, but the character itself, I'm like...
Her fighting style is the only thing I find interesting. And her concept design. Her backstory and name, I dislike.
The name...
I wish I just named her Link. Or I would like that better than Linkle. Or an entirely new...
or entirely new name. Or make it his sister from, Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Whatever her name was.
Errol.
Errol? Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
She looks like an Errol.
Yeah, she looks like Errol.
You can name her Errol,
Link and Errol and Wind Waker looked alike.
Yes.
And so, Errol had her hair
that
done
could be
like
her.
Yeah, that would...
What if that is... No, that can't be. If they wanted to, they could make it to where that is her, and she changed her name.
To Linkle? They're
that
twins.
Is pretty bad.
Link and Linkle. Hey,
so
Link.
Bad.
God, we'll call her Lol. Hey, Lol.
I can just imagine that. So we got a new character. Yeah, what's the name? I don't know. 3 months later, we gotta think of a name. Linkle. that works. That's work. We'll go with that.
There's a slight wrinkle in it.
No, I'm really...
Can we skip this?
Yeah, let's move on.
I don't like this topic. Oh, the HD remake of Twilight Princess.
I'm happy about this.
I'm sort of happy, then I'm sort of sad.
I wish they would focus more energy on the
newer
stuff. I'm wondering. I wonder if they're not. You know what? I wonder if they're not re-releasing stuff to build it up to be like
time, or give themselves more time to work on the game.
One or the other, but I think probably a bit of both. They're probably like, hey guys, look at this game. Do you remember how much fun you had playing again?
We're shinier stuff.
Yeah, we made it prettier.
You see how Link had a dark face? Now it's slightly lighter.
With their remakes, I don't see that huge of a difference.
No, I mean there's.
It's like, okay, everything
really,
looks
they
a
were on the
bit.
edge of HD with Twilight Princess.
They were, and it's...
The only two games I see a big difference in the remake would be Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, considering they were done with the 3D block animation at the time.
Yes, and their update to the graphics didn't change it that much. I mean, obviously
they smoothed it out and brightened it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it looks better than it did, but I'm like, it's not like... But again, that's the game style.
It doesn't look like a Tomb Raider game now.
Yeah, but that's the game style, and if you changed it too much, then it would kind of make it unrecognizable, and then you would
make it a brand new game.
You would lose the nostalgia factor to it. So I'm like, I don't mind.
But for me, for Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, I didn't have a lot of nostalgia for that.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I mean,
because
Wind Waker I did.
It's not that old to me.
Right.
Not
so
Twilight Princess.
It doesn't bring up the memories of
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask and Ocarina
all of us sitting around watching the old lady play.
Yeah.
I remember when we would sit and watch you play, and you would just narrate everything.
Wind Waker. We did that with Wind Waker.
We need to go back and do that. That was fun.
That was I need to break out my accents again.
Yeah. I wish that we could record but Super Nintendo won't let us
you can't
upload stuff on YouTube because of
Copyright.
Yeah.
Whatever. But no, I mean, like, and you weren't over to my house, but your sister was when we did it with Skyward Sword, too.
Oh, yeah, she was telling me about that.
I lost my voice after that.
There was the video. You guys, I was there. You did it one time. You redid one thing to show me.
Yes.
And it was hilarious.
Yes.
But...
I'm a really fun person to play games with.
Yeah, you are. You should... We'll talk about this later after this,
okay.
but...
This is the last topic, and then we're...
That's the end?
We've been going on for almost for about an hour. Yeah, we started at 10.
Did we?
Or maybe
no,
11.
we started at 11.
Yeah.
I didn't get over here until after 11.
It's been roughly an hour.
I wanted food.
I made you eggs.
I don't eat just eggs.
Eggs with cheese.
Yeah, eggs with cheese and ketchup like you guys had. Anyway, no, Twilight Princess is a game that I really did enjoy.
I didn't.
You were just upset because of the one fact, okay? And you're not a hardcore die for the game. No matter what, I will enjoy one part of it. Leslie's not a fan like me and her are.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
I can't ignore certain parts.
I remember the old lady telling me when we were looking at, because this was when we still were getting Nintendo Power, and they introduced some concept artwork, and I remember her telling me about how you saw the picture of Zelda holding a sword, and you got so excited because she had a sword, and she cracked up
she
because
finally do something.
Yeah.
Most times she's like, I'm in a crystal.
Well, it's like she resisted it, but then she had to surrender. But you know what? It was a different.
She was more independent.
Yeah, she was more independent, she surrendered after fighting, and it was for the good of her people.
She was a queen in that.
Yes.
She was not Princess Zelda. She was Queen Zelda.
Yeah.
She did not rely on Sheik.
Yeah.
Another personality to be strong.
Yeah.
She relied on herself. She was a real queen in that.
A real queen.
And Link was just a farm boy swinging a sword around like,
and I love the scene where they get introduced in that, and she's like really just looking at him like
you?
She's like, Midna, what is this? And Midna's like, I don't know.
I found him in a cage.
I
thought it was good.
He's my pet now.
It's working out. I love Midna as a character.
Yes, I want a sequel to this game. I want more. Keep your mouth shut.
No, I want another Wind Waker.
Did you not play? There's a sequel to Wind Waker.
There is on the DS. I had it, and then
Phantom Hourglass.
He didn't like that because of the whole time thing. Personally, I didn't. No,
it was the controlling Link with the touchscreen. You had to like walk around with that.
It was difficult.
That's what I couldn't do. I did play it.
It was difficult, but once you
because I was like, ooh, I like this one.
I liked Lineback.
Lineback was hilarious.
Awesome. And then when you get into Spirit Tracks and you have Lineback.
I never played Spirit Tracks.
I actually liked Spirit Tracks. It was weird and it was kind of stupid. I have to give it that. But
he was a train conductor.
But you could play as Zelda. I mean, you couldn't play it.
She was a ghost.
Yeah. But I liked that.
I kind of forgot that game existed.
I liked it because she actually went on the adventure with him, and that was different.
Yeah.
So, I liked that part of it. It was a little bit kiddish, but I'm like, it was cute. I liked it.
Yeah.
I want a sequel to Twilight Princess because I want to see more of Midna. I loved her. I mean, you know me, that was my first email address was her name.
Oh, and a bunch of the stuff you've written.
Wait, what? Oh, yes, that. I was like,
that.
wait, no, we're not going to talk about that.
I think it's time to end this podcast.
Thanks for listening in. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.